Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what might be there? This small question of interest has generated thousands of missions, spacecraft, and probes, only to find an answer. Amidst numerous missions, the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are like milestones in achieving real-time space data. The Voyager 1 and 2 are now two of the farthest elements wandering in outer space sent by humans. Not only do they send accurate and threatening real-time data, they are also actively sending some mixed signals. To everyone's surprise, Voyager 1 just made contact with a highly advanced object in outer space that is enough to blow everyone's mind. In this video, we will unravel what exactly this efficient probe told the scientist. Will it change our entire outlook about the existence of extraterrestrial creatures and space discoveries? Stick with us till the end to find out more. Before the video begins, we would love to have you subscribe to our channel and hit the tiny bell icon to never miss a single update from us. Before we jump directly into what Voyager 1 actually made contact with, let us first understand its contribution and chemistry with its sister probe. Chasing behind the Big Bang Theory, the scientists are ever intrigued to know the unfolded truth about our universe. Hence, almost 50 years ago from today, in 1970, NASA decided to launch its first spacecraft, Voyager 2, to loosely orbit space. The Voyager 2 is mainly focused to investigate Jupiter and its moon and have an exit orbit stretching from Uranus to Neptune and then back. At the same time, the scientists also launched another project having similar morphological advancements known as the Voyager 1. The first and second spacecrafts were pretty much similar in parts and functionality. There was a special reason behind choosing 1977 to launch these car-weighed probes, as the year witnessed a unique solar system parallelism of the planets. Hence, the scientists concluded that the spacecraft will have a comparatively less way to travel in order to jump from one planet to another, without much significant deviation in their orbits. Although the two probes were replicas of one another, they were launched from our land with an exact time difference of 16 days, the Voyager 2 to precede the other. No, they didn't accidentally want the Voyager 1 to lose in this race. Rather, the 16 days gap played a huge role in altering their paths of travel. The difference in paths benefited them to obtain an equally differentiated angle of the same sights. Isn't that genius? But little did the scientists know that this slight deviation of the orbital axis could make Voyager 1 an unsung hero of astronomical affairs. You see, these spacecraft probes are designed in a way that within 5 years, they are supposed to complete a full round of their orbits and return back to the Earth with the set of information required. The only thing which did not go as per plan turned out to be the biggest boon for NASA yet. As planned, the Voyager 2 took a full round of Jupiter's revolutionary axis and gave vivid information about its numerous moons. On the other hand, just trailing behind it, Voyager 1 decided to undertake orbits of its own. The gravitational forces around Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune slightly deviated, obviously, within the gap of those 16 days. Hence, Voyager 1 went on an expedition of its own, and in no time it was almost 48 years of the probe to wander lust in space. Along with giving the adequate information, the Voyager 1 stirred the whole scientific cabinet, with few unexpected and uninvited information as well. We mean, 50 years is a lot of time to unravel the deepest secrets of the universe, isn't it? Who knew losing the track of its sibling Voyager 2 could help Voyager 1 become one of the most valuable assets of scientific inventions? The probe first started sending images while being at a distance of 252 kilometers away from Earth. Just a year later, in 1979, it captured a series of 4,000 photos within a span of 100 hours. All thanks to this unsung hero, the scientists could derive the first ever full-fledged image of the gas giant Jupiter. Not just that, it was the same spacecraft that showcased the huge ring surrounding the giant red-spotted planet as well. Voyager 1 ever discovered two of the undiscovered moons of Jupiter by the third year of it orbiting itself. Hence, as it turned out, the lost sibling was actually a blessing in disguise. Since then, it has been continuously indulged by intimating the scientists by airing its way towards Saturn, leaving behind Jupiter. While out at its expedition to unravel the ring planet Saturn, the trajectory of Voyager 1 slightly changed in order to avoid collision with one of the moons. Well, here, we aren't speaking of any moon, but the biggest moon of all planets, the giant Titan. As expected, Voyager 1 had a unique affinity for the ring planet as well, as it immediately captured about 4,000 images of 4 newly discovered moons of the 6th planet in the solar system in no time. By 1999, Voyager 1 broke another record by labeling itself as the first man-made object farthest from the Sun. Yes, it even passed the Pioneer 10 set of spacecrafts sent into space by NASA in 1972, which previously held the record to themselves, which was now snatched. The Voyager 1 was already at a distance of more than 11 billion kilometers away from the Sun and was also set to enter into the interstellar, leaving behind our galaxy. Even though its cameras had been turned off a while ago, the scientists had numerous ways to contact the unsinkable sailor. By the year 2012 C, Voyager 1 was traveling at a speed of 62,000 kilometers an hour away from the Sun, getting closer into stellar space. On the other hand, its sister spacecraft, Voyager 2, wouldn't leave space until 2018, when finally its mission was concluded. But on the other hand, the Voyager 1 was already about 15 billion kilometers away from the Sun, drifting into a land of unknown. The spacecraft was designed in such a way that if it ever feels lost, then it would send a specific alarm back into the Earth. But as it seems like, even though the probe could still take orders from the scientist and accomplish them, it wouldn't set off that alarm yet. However, even the top scientists could not decipher the signals sent by it to figure out where it exactly was. Its antenna was already unstable, so were its communicating technologies, considering the fact that the aircraft was built back in the 1970s. Putting a question mark in everybody's heads, the scientists may finally know what must have occurred with the probe instead. Recently, an unusual broken network was sent from Voyager 1 to the scientists' end. It is absolutely baffling to scientists digging deeper into the matter. They were quick enough to be convinced that it actually hit some unidentified object in space. The gold disk that NASA uses in most of its solar probes is not as simple as it looks. It functions more like a sound disk, having a drive of more than 65,000 recognized voices in almost all languages across the globe. The signals received from Voyager 1 did not correspond even to a single recognized voice on the disk. Hence, the scientists were quick to notice that something must be really fishy, ain't it? It could hint at some kind of extraterrestrial life or few unidentified flying objects surpassing the probe in the stellar region. On the other hand, the other side of science states that due to the almost worn-out condition and the Voyager being at a distance of about 26 billion kilometers away from the Sun, the signals become weaker and weaker. Even if the Voyager is in danger, then it is practically impossible for the scientists to build another rescue device overnight and send for help. Hence, the unknown sound captured by the Voyager 1 will disintegrate within its own self, which is the sad part. Do you think Voyager 1 came in contact with an extraterrestrial system or an unknown satellite? Let us know your views in the comment down below, and give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it.